that's all you need for this team. After last time having 2 races where in each one we broke the front wing, I'm honestly just hoping to keep the nose clean. Harry, you should learn to do that. Yeah, so that's annoying. So I need to redo the chassis upgrade. That hopefully should come before. Hopefully. I am full of hope. And fully. Please. I don't have any time for any gossip now. Activities again. R&D and acclaim are the 2 most important. So I want to do this, and then I also would like to do this, and I can chuck in that for free, really. So in all reality, we're not making any actual cash, but we are doing quite a lot. Like, okay, yeah, we are losing a little bit of department morale, but it's worth it for everything else. So, oh, you have to be killing me here. So just because I have to redo that aero upgrade, I'm gonna get that build time in for the literally the day that the Dutch Grand Prix comes. So let me just redo that. So yeah, it'll be here in between here and Spain, and it's guaranteed to come in just like that. Engine, we can't really afford anything at this point in time. Like, all I'm saying, we only have maxed out from the team reliability. Like, Alpha has been working on reliability and engine. Aero, I'm guessing not as much, and chassis, I'm guessing not as much. So that explains why they're not necessarily going up the most. Obviously, both of them failed, which means I'll only get 1 through. I'll just talk to this absolute spazzes, because why not? He's a bit of a spec, but hey, special lives matters.
Here we are in the HQ of our newest Formula 1 team.
So come on.
To talk about, so let's jump straight in. Will your team be going to the Constructors' Championship this season, or just for points?
Fuck it. It's not happening.
Your relationship with your second driver being long term, or will you be looking?
I mean, I'm just spitting
Let's
facts.
talk about your new second driver. What are your predictions for your team?
I mean, we definitely
You've been
don't.
struggling to get points this season. It's been wonderful to spend some time with you. Best of luck out on track.
Speedrunning the interview. I'm also actually reading both responses that were options. So obviously I would just shut down the durability facility because I'm not making anything on the durability side. I don't really have to. And it saves us money per round, so completely worth it. Yeah, see, we lose less in the running costs. Yeah. And so we get the bat. Yeah. So yeah, obviously the car's not that bad. The morale of everything.
Speed driver alert.
What? I'm gonna just check what you said, innit? Grandma speed driver alert. Yeah. I mean, alright. I mean, if I check this, yes, it's a dry round. 11.860 is what I managed in a Williams, and I could definitely still find time. So, yeah, I'm expecting maybe, no, that's in a stock Williams, so I'm saying maybe in a 11.8, maybe an 11.6, maybe 11.5, but definitely not into the 110s. That's like a guaranteed no-no. That is a no-no, not happening. Alright, so, you know, we simmed every single practice session, that's okay. Alright, full of, look out for turn 11, so, I don't even know what corner's turn 11. I don't know the corner numbers yet, lad. It's too new. Yeah. But yeah, looking at this, 42, 37, yeah, so after this race, we're gonna have to switch out a couple. Depending on where we qualify, who knows, we might bin some now. Just who cares. Into the wall, we must go, E-I-E-I-E-I. Yeah, so I do actually have decent pace around here. So I'm not exactly scared of what's to come. Because it should actually be a good, like, run on the default setup, which is what I'm used to. So I should start running, softer tire allocation. The reason for this is because then, if I do make it through, I actually have a set to run. And it also means that mathematically, I'm just good the entire weekend, because everything will be softer, so, yeah. Okay, yeah, so this is really responsive compared to the Williams I was just driving, and actually has a front end. So, yeah, this is actually quite nice to drive. I think I'm used to driving Mercs and then just jumping into this, and it just feels terrible. I actually just practiced in a Williams for 15 minutes and then just jumped in. This way actually feels like you just get used to the bad cars, and then the good cars feel absolutely amazing. So I did set the 111 or 110.869 on my first run. And I know for a fact that this car's better than that Williams. I mean, it's better than stock Williams by far. Alright, so this first run's basically dead. Because of that mistake, that lost me about a second. It doesn't matter, we'll just keep on going. Even though it will probably mean I am last out of everyone. Doesn't exactly matter. The positive side. No, I can just go for 2 laps on this set, innit? I'm not, that type of oversteer. Yeah, Zandvoort is probably one of the most flowing tracks on the calendar if you get it right. kind of like a high-speed Monaco, if you want to put it that way, where the corners aren't taking at like 2 miles an hour, but it's still flowing. Where if you get the flow, it feels nice.
Our fastest lap is a 1 minute 11.6.
Alright, so we're faster than 3 cars already. So that means worst case scenario, 3 cars slower than us, 22nd, 21st and 20th, so P19 at worst at the moment with that run. Now for the second run, it'll probably say we're like P17 or something, because there's probably gonna be some people who are only gonna go for 2 runs in this session. P18, yeah. See, I'm good at guessing, and I still have quite a lot of time to find, so I'm actually quite hopeful for this round, because P16 is safe. So to be honest, I probably will just take a grid penalty like next round or something, because I've never really liked the Spanish Grand Prix. Don't ask why, I just don't like the track. It's not my kind of track.
Are you alright? Engine off, engine off.
I hate my life. I hate my life. Alright, at least I've been in quali. That means I shouldn't been it in the race. Come on. If we had to take something from that, it means I shouldn't been in the... I'm just trying to find something to be proud about. No, because I actually paced in that session, but I just... Well... yes, we get tier 6 from the paddock pass. So worth it. Like, yeah, if we look where we would have been if we hadn't binned it. I mean, yeah, I probably could have gotten like, yeah, probably been on next pace, if not a little bit faster, so yeah. Oh, shut up. Oh, your mum.
Why do you think you weren't as quick as your teammates today?
Oh, exactly.
How will not making Q3 affect your
My guy.
Do you think your teammate was enjoying themselves in front of your... Great. Well, that's everything.
It's nice to be able to boost the acclaim just because Nick the Freeze was born in this country, or raised in this country. If anything, this just means I'm not going to bin it in the race. I don't get how that works, but sure. Because I didn't bin it now, I'm not going to bin it in the race. That's my logic. What AR are we running? Well, I might just lower it down to 103. Just kidding. Depends what AR we're running. I mean, Monaco, I'll probably run that 108, because screw it. Monaco's always been one of my best tracks. Minus until like 3 months ago. Anything before 3 months ago, I hated Monaco. That was because until like last year, like August, September, I was running controller. Monaco on a controller, that is
Tough luck there.
very pacey.
Quite where we'd want to be on the grid.
I'm already on 103.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, so 36 laps of Zandvoort. What can go wrong? Absolutely everything. What's gonna go wrong? Absolutely everything. Do I really have to tell you?
It was 35 years ago that the late great Niki Lauda took his 25th and final Grand Prix win here at Zandvoort. He came from 10th on the grid to beat his McLaren teammate Alain Prost by just 0.2 of a second. Well, Zandvoort is a very different circuit today, of course, but still one with an incredible legacy. And we're going to add to that. Welcome along to the 2020 Dutch Grand Prix. Zandvoort circuit, 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with plenty of steep camber and elevation changes to keep our drivers on their toes.
Not into this, there
throughout the
isn't.
2.6 mile lap. And joining me once again in the commentary box today is, of course, the former world endurance champion, Anthony Davidson.
Yeah, we can see Lewis down there on pole position, something he's very used to, of course, but he'll have to get his elbows out to maintain that into the first corner. One more thing to consider is the strategy element. How far can the drivers push these tyres, and who's going to blink first for fresh rubber? It'll be interesting to see if the leaders have to compromise their plan to cover off the cars behind them.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and
No
it's
shot
Valtteri
there.
Bottas that completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid,
Shock.
we have
Wait for
Leclerc,
Ferrari.
Vettel, Max
Ferrari's
Verstappen,
hacking,
and
bro.
Albon, Sainz, Perez, Norris, and Lance
Okay,
Stroll,
those two rows look
Ricciardo,
legit,
Fiat,
except
Pierre
push them up
Gasly,
one.
and Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, Magnussen, Esteban Ocon, and Roman Grosjean, De Vries, Lucky, Russell, and Nicholas Latifi.
I'm lucky to spin it every single race.
Drivers will come out on top today.
For Spain, we've agreed that we're taking the grid penalties for everything.
We may be at the back of the field, but there's plenty of racing to come. Keep it clean and you'll move up the order.
What if? Alright, so saying like that's like an optimal strategy to run two sets of softs. I'm actually willing to do that, you know. You know what, screw it, no, because I haven't done a one stop yet this season. And I'm gonna run the hards first, you know. We get the harder compound out the way to begin with, and then we go into softer ones at the end to really just abuse everyone that is still ahead of us. Because obviously, I'm not expecting much in this first stint. I'm expecting to drop places, except from off the start, because the AI always have terrible starts. Oh, a little bit of tap on Ocon. Not any front wing damage though. What is this? No, this isn't a career mode episode. No, it can't be. I haven't got front wing damage. I follow Magnussen through with a great sweeping move around the outside. We let Nick go back through, because I know he's going to be deploying the ERS and the fuel, because that's what the AI do on the first 3-ish laps. They just go all out. I'm going 24 laps in this race. I can be as cautious as I wish. If I was a bit closer to De Vries, I probably would try to move on him into there. But I definitely will into here. And if I don't make it work through here, definitely through the chicane coming up. It's a very tight chicane, and I can definitely make some sort of move happen. Yeah, see? It's a very tight chicane. Go away, Russell! Bloody bastard. That is the most optimal spot to use Rich and overtake, because for some reason they're not very quick through the final corner. Something I found. Make an absolute dive and a half.
Use your overtake button.
Yep, an absolute dive and a half into turn 1 on Nick. You have to remember, this entire time I'm on a harder compound than all these guys. By 2 compounds. So, you can't exactly say that I'm doing a bad job here. I've made up a place already, while running the hardest compound available, while they're running the softest compound available. So, I've actually done it mad here. Not through there, or through here. Okay, all pace is gone. Don't know if that's because the entire grid isn't being held up anymore, or if I've just lost the drive to make any moves, or what. But I don't know, I just don't feel the pace. The pace has just gone out the window already. Grosjean has a half spin. Same here. Russell gets past Nick. So this is a good chance to pull away from the cars ahead, behind, and catch up to the cars ahead. Get the gap up to a second.
Enable this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Yeah, if I didn't get the oversteer there, I would have got the move done, but, you know, that's kind of like a one-line corner. If you're up the inside there, you're going to make the move stick. Next up, Esteban. I don't know how I have this much pace on 103. This is the same amount of AO I've been running, like, for a lot of this, and for some reason I just have pace around here. And this is with the default setup as well, so the 5-6 wings, everything's default. Yeah, they've changed the default setup this year, they'll be like 5-6 and whatever. It's not the same as last year's. To all you sweaty kids who still haven't bought this game, this is the one track where I have a chance to get any sort of points. Like, yeah, I'm going double the time that they're going on their softs on my hards. So they will be getting massive amount of undercut on me. And that's the thing, I'm not two-stopping this race, so I can't be aggressive, which I think is my issue. When I'm two-stopping, I'm like, yeah, I can afford to break the front wing, but I can't, in hindsight, so... Oh, Gio's just going straight up in flames here. As Ocon just tries to avoid.
Okay, you need to give that position back. That was an illegal overtake.
Do I? Screw it.
Okay, clear.
I had to break that much, otherwise I might have lost out to the freeze as well. I mean, that's a bit dumb. He swerved out the way for no reason. But it's like he wants to give me the position back. I'm not gonna go for a move. It's dumb to go for a move into there, especially considering the weakest part of their track is right there at the apex. Part of DRS, so it would be dumb to go for a move into the final corner. It was dumb to give him back the position, but hey, you win some, you lose some. Oh shit. He actually kept his nose in. Sorry there, Ocon, I did not expect you to do that. Yep, so we've lost quite a lot of time to K-Mag now. And my hards are still relatively fresh. 11% on the front left. Oh. Yeah.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, somewhere up ahead.
Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the
It's
track.
probably still for Gio's car.
Through the yellow flags.
Or someone's car. Yeah, for Gio. Well, I can honestly just use this portion of the race, or trying to say portion and part at the same time. This part of the race to just kind of pull away from the cars behind and catch up to the cars ahead, and I'm gonna just use the hard tyres, because their tyres will start going off in a couple of laps, whereas mine won't. Mine should be good until maybe like lap 20, maybe 19.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
Right, I start with negative fuel, I'm already up in positive, don't tell me what to do. More info, Jeff?
Confirmed.
See, I am what you call a masochist. I want pain. I want to listen to Jeff. So I'm faster than K-Mag at the moment, which is nice. I'm faster than all the guys behind me. Kimmy, I think, is a bit faster than me. It's probably good that he's ahead, otherwise we'll be losing a lot of time fighting him. But yeah, it's basically how fast can I be against myself? I'm not really racing anyone except for myself. Because I'm kind of like in a weird bubble where there's like 2 seconds behind and 3 seconds ahead. It's like, who am I racing? Especially considering I'm out of sync. I started on the hard compound, so I have a chance of fast lap at the end. As the rest of the day, I don't have that luxury. The second they're on hards, I have no chance of being a soft lap. They start on mediums, maybe. But then again, they will be very slow in this first stint, as we saw with Gio. He was very slow, to the point that Ocon almost overtook him. Look how slow Ocon is in comparison to us. Yeah, at this point in the race, I'm kind of just saving more fuel for later. Well, still burning a little bit, yeah. Not much, though. Also kind of setting the overtake button. It's just a chill point in the race.
You're catching the car ahead by around 5/10 a lap.
Oh, fun. Oversteer me up.
Increasing the gap on the car behind by 5/10 per lap.
So the only reason I was able to do this is just because I practiced in the Williams instead of in a Merc. Strats. You have to practice in the slow cars to make the fast cars feel amazing. You got to practice in the fast cars if you want to make the slow cars feel terrible. And considering all these soft runners will be coming in 4 laps, 4 or 5 laps, 6 laps, most I'm saying. It's basically a happy hour for me. I can just do what I want. Turbo isn't going to be kicking in for at least another 10 laps. So, it's kind of a weird point in the race for me where I can get on with my race and actually race how I want. And not have cars try and overtake me every 2 seconds. I can just show the car's pace. I must span up there.
Has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
A car behind at the moment, somehow. Let's hope it's not Nick out.
Car in front is 1.7 seconds.
Okay, and there's a massive gap back to Nick, so I'm assuming Nick did something. Probably like half spun it or something. Now this is one of my favourite tracks on this calendar. And it's almost back to back with Monaco. Dang it, Spain. Then you would have had 2 good races back to back, but no, you have to have Vietnam, and then China, and then you have to have here, and then you have to have Spain. Then you can have Magical Monaco. As we're actually within DRS range now, okay, Mag. So these are saying 12.8s on softs. I'm over here saying 13.8s on hards. That's actually quite good. The second off on the harder compound in a terrible car. Pace anyone? Yeah, so my PB is only 9/10 off of the leader's pace. Magnussen has a little bit of a moment. So I'm going to look to take advantage of that. And the outside here. Right, he gets a better exit. What I would have said before I hit him a little bit. And now I'm checking the front wing. And, oh, I was a little bit dirty. Okay, it's all fair. I didn't actually have my nose up his inside, so it's not illegal in any mean. See, now Kimi's starting to pull away from us. So now I really do need to get a move on. Because the pace relative to Kimi's been pretty similar. A small gap. The gap to K-Mag has been pretty massive. We're a lot faster than K-Mag is. So Kimi just gotta be pulling away. even though someone ahead of him must have just had a mistake. Sainz is in for a set of mediums, weirdly, so that makes me wonder, is he doing a 2-stop? Lap 10, and then either 13 and 13 or 16 and 10. Because yeah, you're not going to the end of a set of yeah, you're not doing 26 laps on a set of mediums. The game only recommends 24 laps on hards, so yeah, 26 laps on medium. You're basically asking for a front left puncture. Yeah, Sainz is legit P16 because he's 2-stopping, so obviously he's going to be a little bit behind where his game predicts him to be. And I'm actually just making this 2-stop starting on the hards work. I mean 1-stop, sorry. So used to 2-stopping. Yeah, obviously the pace isn't there. It was a couple of laps ago. Yes, it's still there. By no means is it gone. It's just not the same. There's Norris is in now. He's... yeah. These guys who are coming out now are 1-stopping. Like the Ferraris, the Mercs. I still have my soft tyre run at the end, so I'm kind of viewing this as a 2-stop race for us. Except I've already made the first stop. I started at the front, broke my front wing lap 1, that's how I'm taking it. Positivity. Positive reinforcement. I don't know how much of a dog this car is. I feel like Alonso in 2012, except in an even worse car. And putting out worse performances, so it basically balances out. I'm doing an Alonso, I'm dragging the car out past where it should be. And that's what I'm hoping to see from Alonso when he gets back to Renault. Obviously for like the first couple of races he's going to be off the pace. That's a guaranteed. He won't be used to the new regs, obviously. A lot more downforces come on the cars since his last in F1.
We expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
No you don't. Alright, as Kimi comes in now. And so does Albon. I'm actually pit stop behind Albon. Just about. That's actually really good. Like, yeah, he's the slowest of the top 6, so he's in 6th place. I'm only a pit stop behind 6th. Like, for me, that's mad. Considering the pace of this car is not necessarily there, it's thereabouts. That's what counts. The fact that I've done this while on hards of all things. Haven't touched the softs yet. Yeah, I did technically 2 runs in quali, but we don't talk about the second one. Biscuits. Woo. Like, I'm constantly just testing out that chicane. Like, is it faster to run the curb? Is it faster to avoid the curb completely? What is the fastest way? And obviously I'm not going to be fighting L1, so I'm going to let him through easily eventually. Yeah, I'm genuinely just going to have to let L1 through eventually, since I'm not racing L1. I'm not racing L1 at all. Not Sainz either. Actually, yes, I am racing Sainz.
Nick is coming in for his stop.
Possible PB. Incoming this lap. A bit of oversteer there, which I had to catch. For the moment, we're just under a 10th up. Nice. Check the top right corner, you see why. That's just to cool down the engine a little bit, and that's when I'm chucking it in lean. Just so we don't get much overheating in the straight.
We're leading our teammate by 28.1 seconds.
This is the first time we've had a pit now rejoin not 20th or something. Above P19 or like above P18. That's because I'm actually having pace. Because I'm doing the alternate strategy here, where at the moment I'm not that slow. At this point I'd be rapid compared to the AI, and I would have been rapid in the first stint. But no, I'd rather be decently quick compared to them in the first stint, and then absolutely, oh my gosh, rapid in the second one. I'm doing the alternate strategy. So literally the same one, slap just the other way around. I'm actually just gotta brake a little bit there, let R1 through, as to not fight him. As he's in Red Bull, he has the grip that I could only ever ask for, and I'm gonna let Science do on the main straight, probably. Just running lean out of the final corner, give him a little bit of a slipstream, go use DRS, but I'm not gonna put up a fight. And like that, we only lost 1.4 seconds letting the two of them through. 1.4 off the best, which is when I'm actually pushing completely, so yeah. Wasn't exactly costly, sorry, to let them through. That's time that we'll make up by not fighting them later down the line. So I'm at this point completely just running my own race. I don't want to get in the way of the guys who I won't be racing later down the line. Like Science, yes, he might be doing a two-stop, I think, but I'm not keeping up with the McLaren. No way. Like, he came in on lap 10, so... And he's running mediums, so... His tyres are a lot fresher than ours, they're a softer compound, and a way faster car than ours. There's no way I'm keeping up with him. That's just a guaranteed. The biggest part of F1 is knowing which fights you can fight and which ones are best to leave alone. That's the most important part of F1. Is it worth fighting the guys that you're just gonna waste time on when you're not gonna race them? It's just like why in previous seasons you've seen like the Alfa Romeos, after like a Mercedes comes up, just let the Mercedes go. It's not because they have any sort of affiliation with each other. It's because the Alfa knows it will lose a lot of unnecessary time if they race them. That's exactly what we've seen here. Yeah, I'm sticking with them. Oh, yeah, I'm sticking with them considering the car, and considering the fact that we're still inside a second of Science, just about. As we get too much oversteer there. We were actually setting PB sectors as well, up until that point. That was interesting to know. So I'm guessing I have like the tunnel vision effect where I have my eyes glued on a target. I'm a lot faster. F1 2019 Monaco. My brain was saying I just that's all it was. I just out the and I just went with the car. I just trusted the Merc. Now I trust the SBinalla racing car. You know, if I'm gonna be SBinalla racing, I need like a red. So next season I might switch over to like a reddish livery. I will be changing the racing suit soon. So don't worry about that. They will hopefully match up to the team. Match up to the livery, or either the livery will match up to them. One or the other.
Maintain our gap if possible.
I'm maintaining the gap, lad. It's been like 3 seconds ever since I've been overtaken by Science. Even when I had the issue on last lap. Like, I'm still pushing my PB. That's why I'm saying it was okay to start on the hards. Because they're not slow, they're consistent. Okay, yeah, well they are slow in comparison to softs. Yeah, I'm saying maybe 111s where the fast stop's going to end up at the end of the race if I don't set one. And I'm saying that if I set one, it can be a lot faster than that. Yeah, well that's because he's A, on softer tyres, B, has DRS off of Albon, and C, has a better car. I have all the excuses known to man, and he's a better driver. Not necessarily, but I can have that one up my sleeve. Driver acclaim is more acclaimed than me, which means in theory he should be a better driver. It's a ha. I have literally all the excuses one can have. What excuse does he have?
Okay, gap ahead is
None.
2.1 seconds.
Not even like the excuse of he has better compound. See, imagine if I was actually in 8th after making my stop. Like, I'm saying I'm gonna be a P15 after I make my stop. Which I'm okay with, honest. Okay, yeah, that's a bit of a corner cut, but... Shh, if the FIA don't know it's calm. Oh, purple third sector, you what? That's probably aided by the fact that we cut the third sector.
By 0.5 per lap.
Alright, so if I give the new guy the lowdown, we didn't break the front wing for the first time in around 72 races.
Don't watch Crawling.
Nah, I'll push after, bro. Just calm. Yeah, I actually didn't break the front wing for once. That's all I'm saying. No broken front wing. I started on the hards before you ask. I'm pitting in on lap 24. So yeah, in 4 laps. I'm gonna just set a purple third sector. Alright, so now Sainz is outside of Albon's DRS. He's not sticking it with Albon anymore. And that's probably due to Wes. But if he goes longer than me, then I know he's gonna...
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
You what, mate? I'm 20 laps on these boots, and I've only had like 2 moments of oversteer. That weren't even that severe. Yeah, now I'm actually starting to catch up to Carlos because he's outside of Albon's DRS window now, so he doesn't have that age on him every single lap. So yeah, the front left's now above 60%, as you can see in the bottom right. There's the tyre symbol showing me that at least one of the tyres is above 60%. That's what that symbol indicates. Facts. Fun facts with me, Kieran Matthew Humphreys.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
I mean, Seb's probably just happy that probably wasn't taken from FP2, otherwise he'd be starting from 16th on the grid with the cough cough upgraded Ferrari, cough cough. Very quick that car now looks, minus the quick. Purple first sector? What? How am I setting purples? First of all, I'm on hards. Second of all, I've been running them since lap 1. Third of all, I'm in a SBinalla racing car. Right, thank you. I'm appalled that the FAA can give me purple sectors. So that means I now have purple sectors in two of the 3 sectors. Unless someone beat my third sector time already. Which could easily be done if they just had DRS. I'm not even that far off of like the leader's pace now. I don't know, I really am just starting to enjoy driving this car. actually doesn't feel that bad anymore. Actually seems to have some sort of grip. Only a second off with Science now. But yeah, if I was fighting Science, I would be a lot closer to the guys behind. So yeah, I'm very happy that I didn't make that dumb of a decision to not let these two go. So yeah, if Science comes in this lap, or next lap, then we know he's going on to a set of probably mediums. He could go on to softs, theoretically. So yeah, I'm aiming for like a 12.4. That's only 6 cents faster than what I just set on dead hards while I'm on fresh softs. You see how easy that's gonna be. So yeah, if Science comes in this lap or next lap, probably mediums. If it goes on for maybe up 25 or up 26. Yeah. Yeah, so from here on out, he could theoretically go on onto a set of softs as I save it from doing a SBinalla. Yeah, we lost around like 8-7 tenths by doing that. But rather that than being hit the wall. Now obviously that's gotta shake up my confidence. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna push the car. Quite the opposite. I've gotta push it harder to make up the time. This is the last lap, I have no reason to not. It's the last lap on these tyres, that's what I mean. Before anyone is like, oh no, the last lap's lap 36. I know. I might be dumb, but I'm not that dumb. Yeah, literally, he's constantly just setting 12.4s. Like earlier, when they were all saying purple laps, they were all setting 12 somethings. Alright, so yeah, it's still setting P15. Don't know if that's a glitch or legit, because I made up a bunch of time. So yeah, now I'm on 70, so it goes orange instead of yellow. And red is if I get punctured there. I think it's only showing me learn more now, because this is the first time I've come in without front wing damage. Absolutely great stop from the lads, 2.4.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
P15 what? I should have come out P14 at worst. Not 15. Dumb game. But yeah, now there's actual grip in these tyres. If I need to come in again, it'll only be for a safety car. So I'm keeping the nose clean. Because points are almost guaranteed at this point. A, because of grip. B, because I'll probably get the fastest lap point as well. Something that we haven't gotten since Alfa Romeo. Which is something I did on my own at the end of last year's game. So that was like a week ago or two. It's been weird to get the fastest lap in this game. I'm obviously going to get driver of the day because I started at the back of the grid and I've worked my way into the points in a dog of a car. If it was realistic. Which we all know for a fact it isn't. I'm just saying a purple third sector.
Gap to teammate behind is 28.5 seconds.
Yeah, being constantly a second a lap faster than Nick. Plus whatever mistake he made that one lap. So yeah, I'm hoping to overtake Ricardo in the DRS straight before the chicane. So staying behind him the entire lap would just honestly slow me down. This is the best lap and the best chance for me to get a fastest lap.
Gap to the car behind is 3.7 seconds.
Bottas just hit a 12 flat. So I'll have to be pretty quick here. Make a move on Ricardo is impossible into there. But now it just means I'm going to get held up a little bit. The only good part about this is I have good amounts of ERS. And I'll have DRS. Something I haven't had this so far this race, and slipstream means I set a 12 3.2. As here comes Science.
Great pass.
And softs as well. Do we get past Science? Yes, we do, just about. So yeah, we needed to be 2/10 off of the fastest lap of the race so far to do that. Alright, so now we are probably not going to be able to race Science to the end. Yeah, we are. Who am I kidding? Okay, purple first sector somehow.
The car behind has come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Softs on the car behind.
Oh, well, I'm also on softs, so shut up, Jeff. Right, so yeah, we're a little bit down, but I can push this bit a little bit more because I'm not stuck behind Rick Bobby. And the negative part is I won't get DRS and slipstream. Which immediately what Carlos is going. It's fine, I'll just put it off to the inside. Put up the fastest lap of the race.
Fastest lap of the race so far.
Yeah, and at this point I'm kind of just dragging Carlos along with me, which is the opposite of what I want to do, so now I really do have to push. Like, I'm in P9 and I have fast lap, so that's 3 points. That's the first 3 points for the team. But I'm not risking it all on that.
Gap to car in front is 3.6 seconds.
Like, P8 without fastest lap is 4 points. So even if I lose the fastest lap, it doesn't really matter. I still have 4 points. Obviously, Carlos will be hounding me down for the rest of the race. This track really does just suit me. Literally just tapping the overtake button saves us quite a lot
Okay,
of
you're in
time.
the top 10.
I've been inside the top 10 ever since I made the move on Ricardo, Jeff. Right, so yeah, the gap to Perez is decreasing. Not as quickly as I would want though, so I'm gonna just take away the HUD, just run to the end, fast as I can. Just keep in standard the whole time. Oh. Touching that grass on the outside there, make it quite progressively harder to make the apexes. We still keep only half a car width up the inside there, so he doesn't have the space to go for a move. Now is the only time we chuck it up, as we again do the same thing where we only leave half a car width on the outside, so he looks there, but he doesn't find any room to make an actual overtake. Through here, you do kind of want to use all of your overtake bar around the last corner, as you do pull away.
Managing your tyres. Manage your tyres.
Oh, shut up. That's like a 40% call, isn't it? Or 35% call?
You've lost some time to the car behind.
Yeah, because he's my DRS. You know what, like, the second I get within a second of Perez, Sainz is bye-bye. Because he's not going to be able to get past the racing point, is he? But I will. Because I'm a player. Not in a rude way with girls, I genuinely mean, because I'm the player, I won't get stuck behind the AI. So... a little bit of oversteer moment there on the curb. I think the fact that I practiced in the worst car on the grid by far, in a stock Williams, I think that's helped. Because it just makes this car feel really good. All I could have hoped for now is like a safety car like right now. Then I just pit onto like a set of... oh shit, man, just going onto another set of softs. And then I just absolutely just go for it. Oh. Yeah, now I'm starting to pull away from Sainz a little bit. Starting to lose touch to us. As we're catching up to Perez. Awfully wide through there and a little bit too early there. I'm getting flustered by the chance I could get 5 points in this race. Between the car performance means that we shouldn't even be getting one. I mean, it's basically guaranteed that I get fastest lap at this point. Because the AI's tyres have all gone off. My tyres have gone off. The only way anyone could beat it is if they pit in now with front wing damage. Or something like that. Even then they might only finish outside the top 10, so who knows. Yep, I have overtake and DRS. Not much, but hey, it was enough.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
Made an absolute dive on Perez, but he's got it done. Takes the position back. See, Jacob, that's a real dive. That's not where you use the game brakes for you. And it's where I'm making the move on the car, which is faster than me on paper. By quite a lot, actually. Yeah, me and...
No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
It literally... Jeff, I swear, BPD. 5 laps goes... Take care of the tyres, take care of the tyres. Now he's saying no issues with the tyres. It's like, what? No, back up with Carlos's inside. No, you don't. You don't lose any time to Sergio. Alright, at DRS, yep. I'm making a move on Perez no matter what he does here.
48.6 seconds.
Gonna move further inside. Oh, okay, Perez is kind of just backed out there. Yeah. Now it's just time for me to run away from Carlos and see if I can get his teammate for a best of the rest finish. It'd be pretty mad considering the car performance at the moment. Well, I've actually just pulled off this strategy like really well. Like, even if I don't get Norris, it doesn't matter. Because I've absolutely done it. I can't believe you've done it, lad. But I've actually like done really well to get this far up on the grid with this car.
The gap to the car ahead is 1.9 seconds.
And I didn't even get a Q1. I'm probably having like small engine issues. No, the turbo charger is the only thing. It's having issues.
3 laps of fuel remaining.
What about the control electronics? No, control is decent. Last 3 laps of the race, including this one. Sainz is now at the equation. As you know, he's now 1 point something behind, even if he gets something done on Perez. And if he doesn't, then he's only just lost in both time. So yeah, that's a win-win switch for us. Getting Norris is theoretically possible at this point, which is why I'm having to basically drive everything off of the car. I played the long game. I let those faster than me through early on, so I had the chance for this. I think it's very likely that Norris will keep his spot unless he spins out or something. With me having the overtake button in the best place possible, only means I'll be gaining on him.
This pace is strong, but be aware your tyres need to go the distance.
Like I was saying that way, it's literally the penultimate lap of the race. We're not even on 60% yet. No tyre wear upgrades, and I'm barely feeling the wear. That's actually really weird. Oh no, I'm not feeling the wear on the front left. Like a little bit on first like first like actual turning and on acceleration, I'm feeling a little bit more give from the car. It's starting to lose a grip, but other than that, I don't feel it. Like after I'm done braking, I'm not feeling it anymore. So I'm doing the opposite of a shulk. I'm really not feeling it, lads. As we're going on to the last lap of the race here, lads. P7, best of race, is possible as the front left hits 60%. Norris is 7 tenths ahead, going on to the last lap. Let's save the entire overtake button. I'll use a little bit around here, then stop quickly. I'm able to run rich for most of the last lap.
This is your final lap of the race.
I'll just have to absolutely go for it. Norris has a little bit of a moment through there, which means I need to close up on him even more. Not going to use any of the ERS, I'm saving that all for the main straight.
A lap of fuel now, the tank is empty.
Saving it all for a last ditch attempt on Norris out of the final corner. Alright, so yeah, for the rest of the lap we can afford to run rich only. It looks very likely that Norris is gonna keep the position though. Just slightly annoying. I'm saying slightly because it would be nice to get P7. But it's also nice to see Norris get in that position. So GG Lando. I knew we just didn't have enough VTEC.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Yeah, it's annoying. If it was one more lap, we would have had him. But yeah, I can't hope for the extra laps as, yeah, we actually get the Driver of the Day award. Yeah, we had actual pace the entire race. I'm actually proud.
The Dutch Grand Prix. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
The fact that they're running amok.
Probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
No, it's not. It's broken. Yeah, but as we see both Mercs on the podium, nothing new there. Yes, I got the podium pass. Hey, no, that means I'm now tier 7 on the podium pass, how funny. Yeah, I mean, that's actually a decent helmet.
It's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day?
Has to be me,
Ants?
innit?
I have to give it to Lucky. They did a great job at getting the most out of their tyres without losing pace, something that's a very handy skill to have in modern day Formula One.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, good work from the owner drivers team this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, Ants, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Yep, that's realistic, you know. I'm actually just proud of the team. Like, we've actually got performance at this point, and we have pace as well. We have everything you can really need. Like, even.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Do you feel that your team put on a good show for the home crowd? You were cutting your way through the field during the race. You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled. Things were close between you and your rival, but it looks like you're coming up top.
Like, all of those were like realistic answers, because George, yeah, he's the future of F1 for sure. If Bottas doesn't win the championship in 2021 or 2020, sorry, George is getting his seat. That's why he's pulled up Bottas 3.0, or even Bottas 2.0 again. He's pulled out the porridge man again. Yeah, it was now level 5, which means, yeah, we actually got the 75 laps, so that was freest 123k we'll ever get, and I'll be putting the new sponsor, which we'll be using in Spain, onto the car. Like, it's honestly just scared what I'm doing. Like, the pace was honestly just great, and I'm actually so proud. Like, if we look at customization, we have loads of stuff here, but we won't worry about that. Like, Hamilton is in a claim of 16. But yeah, I obviously want to change it across to market value. So obviously Nick de Vries is worth 1.5, his driver rating 67. So obviously I'm looking at Stroll, he's 79 rated, yet he's quite cheap. Like, not that much. I was watching, stop watching, mean. So yeah, for some reason I'm now watching. Yeah, I'm watching Lance Stroll, just cause why not? Don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Oh, I forgot about this.
Each of these perks benefit both you and your current team. They stay with you, so they'll make you a more attractive prospect in future negotiations.
I mean, why would I not just buy them all? Like, I don't really care about those, but why would I not just buy the other ones to make me, like, worth more? Like, what universe are you from to not do that? So I will be putting this on. It will come between Monaco and Baku, which is okay, unless I want to go for this. Nope, I have to upgrade the spec. Okay, so yeah, I will get that, and I'm already doing that. Not done this. So yeah, I'm basically just screwing it. I'm like, who cares? I don't know. That was such an adrenaline rush in my end. That was such an adrenaline rush. I don't know how to calm myself down now, because it's like the brain's running at a heightened amount, because it's like all the adrenaline from right there is still going through the brain. So yeah, it's just really nice to have this sort of anything. Like, yeah, now we get the second sponsor. So again, I saw it by weekly income. Atlantic's quite a bit. Achieve an old first position for Fallout. You know, I could actually get that, you know. Like, all I have to do is just do what I did this round. Except I'd actually need pace. That's gonna require my teammate. That's realistic. I can do that in the next couple of rounds. So yeah, DSB Optics. That's who we're going with. So yep, we have to do laps and finish inside the top 10. And I'm not looking at the gold bonus for Lupo, because that's not happening. Yeah, we'll just go into this. We'll just do a little bit of customization before the next round, you know. Take out the Shumi ones, you know, just... yeah. Take out that, because it will, obviously. It will obviously suit the car. It's obviously... it very much does suit the car at the moment. Now we can actually change the suit to be something purpley, which will suit the car. See what I'm saying? Yeah, all of these we will get. I will obviously be looking into getting this for round 15 for next race, so yeah, I will have to get all the way up to probably tier 16 before next round. So yeah, just showing you everything. Yeah, obviously I don't want to buy anything from here because obviously there will in the future be more stuff coming out in the podium pass, because this only lasts 52 days, so there's going to be a lot more podium passes. So yeah, starting from next round we will be running something else. Probably this for the time being. Let's change it a little bit to be more purpley. Like that, and then like that, and then more like that. I don't know what I'm even doing. And then like purple there as well, but like a different purple. Or like a darker purple in it. Like that. And then here we want this to be ugly as can be. Oh, that's not even that bad, you know. I actually kind of smashed that, you know. Not really. Yeah, gloves again. I don't really care for the time being. I'll just go with the blue ones. Okay, yeah, you know, just don't save my equip. Character poses. Oh yes, lads. Oh yeah, what's the difference? What's the difference? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna just go for boogie because why not? And podium emotes, you know, because I won't be hitting any of these. That's what you get for the 70 edition. That's what you get for the Shumi edition. This is something from Podium Pass. And this is what we have at the moment. Just a regular person celebration. So yeah, probably the 70 edition. Yeah, we've just done a little bit of everything, you know. And yeah, everything else is going to stay the same. And then obviously car liveries, we won't have much, but I'll be able to put the sponsors on the car. So yeah, I'm gonna just put none all over the car. And then, you know. So yeah, obviously sponsor slot 5, that's one of the most seen liveries. So that's one of the most seen sponsor slots, so that's why I'll put that there. I'll put optics there. And then I'm gonna put, for sponsor slot 4, I'm gonna put Atlantic. And I'm also gonna put, can I put multiple logos? Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna put multiple logos in different places. I'm okay with that. So yeah, that's the new car. That's what it's gonna be looking like starting from next weekend in Spain, which will probably be tomorrow. Hahaha, very funny joke. Yeah, just a couple of days. The only thing we'll get is, yeah, I'm not gonna put any of this in, but that's what the options will be. Probably gonna go for aero team building because you know I just gotta respect the hustle in it. Alright, yeah, that was no. Why am I advancing? You biscuit.
We can now approach an additional sponsor from the corporate tab.
Oh, really? You're a lying bastard. No, I cannot. Alright, so yeah, that just means thank you very much for watching, and yeah, that's it. Jeremiah Kerniwan. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll do that now, bro.